So, you have a new false religion for me?
Yes, sir, I do. I was thinking we could make an Arabian one this time.
Oh, Arabian Night.
No. Yeah, there won't be any music allowed in this religion. We're gonna have none of that.
Oh, it sounds like the followers of this religion are gonna be super tense if they can't enjoy music.
Exactly, sir. We want these guys on edge at all times, with zero ability to express themselves musically, just ready to commit violence at the drop of a pin.
I like where this is going, so tell me about this false religion.
Well, I was thinking we could call this one Islam. Hey, that's the Arabic word for submission.
Exactly, sir. Not the word for peace.
And this will help us because no matter what they're doing, they'll think they're submitting to God, which will help us out a lot because no matter what they're doing, whether pillaging, murdering, raping, torturing, enslaving, they'll be like, it's okay because I submit to God, so I must be doing these things for Him. So basically, we'll get these guys to do all sorts of super evil things, but they'll think they're good because they're submitting to God.
Exactly, sir. You can make anyone do all sorts of evil if you make them believe God told them to do it.
That works for us, so how are we going to get this thing started?
Well, my plan is to go to this illiterate Arabian trader named Muhammad while he's praying in his favorite cave, and I'll demand he read his first revelation to me.
But you said he was illiterate, so he won't be able to read.
Oh, I know, it'll be hilarious. And when he says I can't read, I'll start choking him and demand that he read.
You sure do love choking dudes.
Yeah. So what's the next step of this demonic plan?
So obviously this is really gonna mess him up. So when he starts telling other people that a demon attacked him in a cave, we'll whisper in their ears that maybe that was an angel and you're a prophet.
Wow.
But then if he gets really depressed and tries to hurl himself off a cliff, I'll appear to him again and be like, I'm the angel Gabriel.
Oh, the angels hate it when we pretend to be them.
They sure do, sir. Keep in mind, we're probably going to be in big trouble for this on Judgment Day. Gonna get a real pounding for this.
Oh, getting a pounding by a bunch of strong beings is tight.
Yeah, and our prophet will think that as well one night in the desert.
What?
So anyway, after that, we'll just start feeding him a bunch of revelations. We'll tell him that he should believe in God and that Jesus was a prophet, but he didn't die and atone for sins, and he's not the Son of God. So basically, keep the superficial stuff of our enemy's religion, but change the important stuff.
Exactly, sir.
This way they'll think they're an Abrahamic religion, but without any of the stuff in Christianity that will actually save them. But we have to make sure we don't put too much emphasis on our enemy. Otherwise, the followers of this religion will be too attracted to the way he lived. Yeah, so I was thinking we'll make Muhammad their pattern of conduct. That way they imitate him and not our enemy.
Well, we gotta make sure he does some pretty evil stuff
to assure his followers remain evil and don't follow the enemy.
Exactly. We'll make sure that slavery is allowed and that Muhammad owns a ton of slaves.
Oh, a very rude Muhammad.
Yeah, and some of them will be his sex slaves.
Oh, now we're talking.
We'll have him torture and murder people, give his followers permission to beat their wives, and have their own sex slaves. We'll let him have multiple wives, have him say things like women are deficient in mind, and constantly hating on the Jews and Christians.
Oh boy.
And we'll get him a child bride.
A what?
A child bride, sir. A little girl. A little 6-year-old girl for him to marry and play with.
Listen, I know I'm the devil and all, but a child bride? It sounds like we're going too far. People are surely gonna know this is demonic if we say they can marry children.
Well, we gotta make sure we corrupt the youth. It's kind of our thing.
Oh, I don't know. It sounds like we're going too far. Are we really that evil?
Listen, sir, I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about the child marriage thing. It's happening. This Muhammad guy really wants a child bride.
Well, if he's really that messed up, we should probably get him a child bride.
Oh, you have no idea how messed up he is. He's gonna tell his followers they'll be deflowering underage virgins in eternity because that's paradise for him. Just constantly climbing on top of little girls.
Oh, I can assure you that is not going to happen.
We gotta make sure we keep telling this Muhammad guy he's on the right track because surely his conscience is gonna be weighing on him.
Yeah, so I'll just keep telling him things like, you have such an outstanding character, Muhammad. You're not possessed by a demon. Everyone should be like you and submit to all your decisions. You're the pattern of conduct, even though you have a child bride.
That'll work.
Muhammad will feel super special if we're the little voices whispering in his head. But how are we going to get people to convert to this new religion? What sort of miracles were you thinking of doing? Yeah, so that's one thing I was worried about. If people already suspect he's demon-possessed, we should probably not unleash our demonic powers through him. That often results in some pretty clear signs the miracles are demonic and not of God. I don't think we're gonna get this new religion going if it's just some guy preaching monotheism. We gotta put some power behind it. Yeah, so I was thinking when people start asking for miracles, we'll just be like, hey, stop asking for miracles. That doesn't work in convincing anyone. Look at this beautiful Arabic poetry. Isn't that miraculous enough?
And you think that'll work? I don't know. Well, okay then.
But it's gonna be hard to get people to convert to this new religion if there's no miracles being performed. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll just promise them endless fighting and that they'll get to share in the spoils of war, including the captives. But if they die, they'll go to heaven where they'll deflower virgins for eternity.
Really playing on the whole lust and greed thing, aren't we?
We sure are, sir. We want these guys to not only be violent, but also lustful and greedy. All the things that get them down here. But what about the women?
The what?
The women. What sinful rewards are we offering them?
Oh!
Nothing.
Well, okay then.
Yeah, I figured we'll just make this new religion super hateful towards women. So the men use fear and threats of violence to keep them in line.
Even though they'll think they're going to a heaven where they'll watch their husbands deflower virgins for eternity?
Yeah, that does sound like something that's gonna bother them.
Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie.
But seriously, we'll have to keep the women in line for sure.
Yeah, we'll just make the men super evil so they keep the babes in line. We'll even make them wear tents for clothing so they lose all sense of humanity. No one will ever see them smile or look happy. They'll just really feel like nothing after a while.
I do hate looking at the image of God.
Let's make sure they're covered from head to toe.
I'll write that one down now, sir.
But I'm still not sure if this is enough to get people to leave Christianity. If we're not doing demonic miracles, we're not going to get them to follow this Muhammad guy. Well, I was thinking we'll just tell them that we're confirming their scriptures. That way they don't think they're leaving the enemy's religion. They're just following a new prophet in line with the old ones.
You think that'll work?
Well, most people are still illiterate, and the printing press is probably centuries away. So most people in the deserts of Arabia are not going to be able to check the prior scriptures. So we can just say we're confirming them when we really aren't.
Oh, it sounds like we're gonna be the best of deceivers.
Yeah, we'll have Muhammad going around saying, guys, just believe I'm a prophet. I'm confirming your Jewish and Christian scriptures. And what happens if they actually check and see that Muhammad is not in line with their scriptures? Well, because we're making these Muslims so violent and angry, we'll just use power and threats to suppress any of that once we have them take over. It'll be years before anyone can piece this false religion together.
But what happens when they do?
Well, remember, sir, everything we're doing is just an attempt to delay Judgment Day. Our fate is inevitable, but this should give us a few more centuries.
Good point.
I guess we better hope it takes a while before people discover the Quran isn't actually confirming the Jewish and Christian scriptures.
Yeah, because then we're screwed when that happens.
So screwed!
Hey, get over here. Muhammad is telling his tribe he can worship 3 goddesses in addition to me.
Yeah, it looks like he's really trying to win them over. I'll go up and tell him that's not what we want. Hey, to really mess with him, tell him those are the satanic verses.
Ho, that's hilarious. On it.
Hopefully his followers forget this. We wouldn't want this coming back to bite us.
Hi, this is Michael Jones from The Thing You Just Watched. Be sure to check out our channel for a ton of apologetic content. And if you want to learn how to do apologetics, check out our website, inspiringphilosophy.com, and check out the Inspiring Philosophy Academy.